Hi everybody, Frank Tanner here. It's been a little while since I did a guitar tutorial video, and in that time I've released a new song, The Gathering. Obviously the recorded version is a pretty balls out full rock version of a song, but like pretty much everything I do, it started life on an acoustic guitar, this acoustic guitar in fact, and so I thought I would show you guys how to play it. There's a kind of main riff. There's two ways of playing it. The electric guitar way is power chords, and then there's an acoustic way which I'll show you as well, and then I'll talk you through the chords for the rest of the song as well. So the main riff on it, which is originally how I wrote it and how it's played on an electric guitar on the recording, you're in standard tuning. We're in the key of A minor. That's an A power chord, so 5, 7, 7, and a power chord, a bar chord. You're going to just be sliding this around in that position. So it's an A to a C to an A to a G, and then an open string at the bottom. And that kind of pattern comes through a number of different times in the songs in different ways. The acoustic way of playing that I tend to use is a more open thing, which you get a bit more kind of resonance out of the strings, which when you're the only person playing is a useful thing. So we got an open A string, 2 and 2, so a little A power chord down there. What I then do is I've got, using my middle finger, which is pressing down the 2nd fret on the G string, I'm also blocking the A string, so there's no sound coming out of the A string, and the top E string's open. So you can feel there's more kind of like, that's more open than that. And then if you do that with your first 2 fingers for the A chord like that, using your ring finger, you can hammer onto the C, and then, so you're playing the same pattern. So there it is. It's a similar thing. It's obviously there's some slightly different chordal overtones in there, but like I say, that's how I play it when it's just me playing, and you want to kind of feel like a bit more than just one guitar part, you know, you're sort of compensating for the fact you're not playing with a band. So there's that, and then it goes down to an F sus2 chord, which is basically, so I use my thumb over the top to hold the low F there. You don't have to do that. If the thumb doesn't reach there, it doesn't matter, but your thumb's kind of in that area anyway. It's got that, and then you got 3, 3, and then an open G string, and then a first fret on the B string to make a C. So you can let that top E ring out. I tend not to. And then a D chord. Like that. So the verse is, that's verse 2, I should say. And it sort of chops and changes the amount of time it plays each one, which you'll see when I play the whole song through at the end. But that's this general pattern that we're dealing with here, is riff, and then to F to D. You can just play a regular F there if you want, but I like leaving that G string open. Again, gives it a tiny bit more character. So we have that. Then there's the chorus. The chorus is very simple. It's just a C major chord to a D minor chord to the riff, and again C major, D minor. Then we have a climb up, so we go C major, D minor, C major again, but with the low E string ringing open, and then an D major chord with an F sharp on the bass. What that means is the bass line is going C, D, F sharp, so C, D, E, F sharp, slightly weird note in there. So C, D minor, C over E, the low E, and then a D over F sharp, and that's your chorus. And then back to that after the first chorus. After the second chorus, you go into the bridge section, which goes to an E chord, and you are halving time here. And then it goes to an F minor over other strange notes, which is to basically say that the top 2 strings, your B and your E, you're going to keep bringing it open. If you play your E string like that with your first finger holding the first fret on the G string, you're basically just sliding these two fingers up a fret. I tend to play it actually like this, so I've got that thumb over on the F as well. But basically the fretting there is 1, 3, 3, 1, open, open. So it goes between those two. My first finger staying where it is. The penultimate time around that the last time around that it does it, it goes then to that's an F major with the top two strings ringing open. So that's 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2. Then to a G major, and then to an E over G sharp, which I play by going 4, blocking the A string, 2, 4, open, open, which is basically an E major chord, but with the third in the bass. And then you're back into the riff, and then you're out, and that's how you play The Gathering. It's pretty simple, and the whole thing goes like this. The first time that the beat drops in the bar is going to be biblical. The second that the sing-along starts, it'll be sensational. So sound the alarms and the sirens, the bells and the churches. Kids into the streets, throw open the hatches. 'Cause I've been missing the feeling when we close up the gaps between us. It's better than the best benediction, more bracing than bloodlust. 'Cause we've been waiting and wondering, practicing and praying, saving and savoring, gathering ourselves to the gathering. We've been huddled in our houses for however many days like survivors, and we've been dutifully paying our dues and paying heed to our advisors. Oh, but we're pent up and we're pissed off and we're perilously close to the precipice. Yeah, we're butterflies in ballet shoes and brothel creepers coming out of our chrysalis. It comes down to this: I'm missing the feeling when we close up the gaps between us. Benediction, we're bracing the bloodlust. 'Cause we've been waiting and wondering, practicing and praying, saving and slavering, gathering ourselves to the gathering. All together now. This is our mantra. We gather together, we look out for each other, 'cause we got strength in our numbers. This is our mantra. We gather together, we look out for each other, 'cause we got strength in our numbers. And I'll be the preacher, and this is the scripture. Once more we're feeling, this is a gathering. And then Jason Isbell plays a solo, which I cannot play, so I can't teach you how to play it. But if you can play it, knock yourself out. Gather together, gather together, gather together. This is a gathering. Gather together, gather together. This is a gathering. And there it is, folks. Have fun with it. Play it yourself. Enjoy.